You are watching FTR F1 Tier 1. This is Season 2. Like we said, it's the last race in Abu Dhabi. And welcome with me. My name's Ron Skitter. Welcome with me, Sean.
Good evening, everybody.
Sean, a fellow racer in Tier 2 in FTR as well, also known as Esotronic.
Exciting race we have ahead of us, Ron. We have a title fight between Yaku Nachel and Grimjaw Jagger. So
yes, that's right. Sean, explain to us maybe what's happening in the points there. As I understand, it's quite tight. I think 17 points. What are the permutations?
Right, 17 points is the difference. So in a nutshell, we have to have Yaku Nachel either finish first or second in this race, and that obviously all depends on what happens to Grimjaw. If Yaku Nachel wins the race, Grimjaw has to finish 6th or lower for Yaku to 7th or lower, 7th or lower for Yaku to win the championship. If Grimjaw finishes 6th or higher, Grimjaw has then won the championship no matter where Yaku finishes.
Yeah, that certainly is tight. Bonita saying good evening, gents. Hi Bonita, good nice evening, to have Bonita. You. Bonita, give us a prediction there. Do you think Yaku's going to take the fight to Grim tonight? I absolutely hope so. There's only 12 drivers in the lobby. We can go up to 18 drivers. Season 3 starts in 2 weeks' time. We have a full lobby planned for that. Just getting back to 12 drivers. That means tonight we're only doing short quali. We're not doing Q1, Q2 and Q3 like we do when we've got 14 or more drivers. So tonight just a short quali. It's a 18-minute quali. You can see there's 15 minutes left of that, and I'm driving on board with Josh Willis, most poles this season so far, and he will take us on the first hot lap.
With Josh for this lap.
Yeah, there we go. Just the first couple of corners, couple of gears down. You're relying on a lot of aerodynamics, push it through. That last part of that corner is just a full out. Here we go. Take as much speed as you can, rotate the car, get the power down, a little bit of squirt with throttle before you've got to rotate the car again in this corner, and we're on to the first straight. And this one is a DRS zone, quite a nice overtaking opportunity. And if you don't normally get the overtake done with the DRS here, there's just a quick little chicane. Important to get the power down, and then we're into the second DRS zone. So if you manage to follow the driver in front of you close enough, you have a second chance to be behind him on DRS. Bit of a kink here. It looks like a corner. It's not really. That's flat out straight. Slam on the brakes, chuck it in left, right, left. A lot of traction, a lot of short shifting. Then again, squirt of throttle before you've got to turn it in again. And then this is pretty much flat. I just got to get your timing right. It's a right and a right. Pick your braking zone, shoot it right, cut that corner, get the power down, move over right so that you can hook these two lefts nicely. Can cut them a bit. Josh cuts them nicely, rides it nice and wide on the outside. This is a blind corner. You chuck it in, hope the corner is still there. Josh does find it, and then cut it a bit on the inside, stick it out wide, shortest to the line, and it's a 1:33.6. Very, very competitive already.
Very competitive time, Ron. Thank you.
Let me just check who else is out there. Nick, we just saw him. Oh, sorry, Nick, I missed your lap. He does a 1:35.4. Very respectable. Let's see who else is on a hot lap. We're on board with
coming through.
Warlock. Let's see, Ferrari. Yaku is in the pits. Nam Assassin. He's about to finish. Let me just show you this blind corner. We just missed it. He should cut to the air a bit. He does ride it on the outside. Let me just get a...
That's a 1:35.54. Nam Assassin.
Let me just get a bit of the spectator menu up here. Let's show fastest lap. Let's show you what tires they're on.
Josh hitting a very, very good banker lap there, Ron.
Yeah, he does indeed. I see Bob is on the stream as well, saying let's go Josh. Bob, tell us, are you race engineering for Josh tonight? What is the time we're aiming for here in quali? So guys, just to explain to you what happens in short quali, the guys will come on a flying lap. They're just setting times. It's not about going through to another qualifying session. Where we end in the session is where we'll start the race, and the tire that you've done your fastest lap in qualifying on, that exact same tire is what you will take through to the race. So as it stands right now, Josh, Warlock, Red Bull, Ruan, Donovan, Nam, they will all start probably on the softs. I don't think they'll beat those times on a medium tire, and all their tires you can see are 1 lap old, meaning they've done 1 proper flying lap on them. Probably, Sean, what is the wear on that? 4-5% tire wear already?
Yeah, definitely, Ron. I think on that soft tire you're looking at about 8 to 9 laps maximum, especially for these Tier 1 drivers for really putting the paces. Ron, what's interesting to see is that we have Grimjaw and Yaku on a out lap. Grim is about to start his hot lap, but Grim is on a soft tire and Yaku Nako is on a medium tire.
This is the blind corner I was telling you about. He's on the out lap, so he didn't whack it as hard. Let's follow Grim. I think he'll finish his lap before Yaku. He just starts his lap. Bob on the stream is saying yep, he's race engineer for Josh. Josh says that's probably personal best for Josh. Change off for the rest of quali. Yeah, I think 1:33.6, that is a massive time. I think we went into the 1:34s in Tier 1 on Monday. Just to explain tier 2, my apologies, just explain Tier 2 and Tier 1 to the viewers out there if you're not aware. We have a Tier 2 who race on a Monday from Season 3, which is in 2 weeks time. That'll move to a Tuesday, and then on Wednesdays we have Tier 1. Main difference there, we don't see any of the tiers as more important than the other. We just look at guys time trial times more than anything, and we try to keep the faster drivers together to encourage tighter racing. So most of the guys in Tier 1 will probably have a couple of seasons behind their belt. They probably race in 1 or 2 other leagues, so just a bit more experience, a bit more consistent pace.
Yeah, you're right, Ron. I mean, if you look at the times that have been set right now, we are definitely looking at between 1.5 and 2 seconds between the whole pack. You know, they're really trying to keep it as tight as possible. And when, as I say that, Grimjaw goes with a 1:33.8 just behind Josh, 2/10 behind Josh.
There we go, not bad, Grim. I thought that was an alien time, but actually it's just there. We're close to where Josh is. I thought Josh's time was way off the charts.
And Yaku's in his 3rd sector.
Yeah, we're watching Yaku now. Let's see what he does. Cutting these last few corners. Oh, the rear stepped out on him a bit. Was a bit early on the trigger, but he caught it, and he's going to complete the lap anyway. Chucks through the blind corners. Short little run to the final corner. Cuts the inside a bit. Let's see where this puts him on the medium tire. The best tire, I think, to start the race with. That puts him 11th. Yeah, he had a bit of a moment there, so I think 3-4 tenths.
So definitely can go for another run. Ron, what do you think the best strategy is for this track? I mean, we've gone through the strategies together. What is your best feeling?
Yeah, this is I think this is a tricky one. Most of the guys with short quali, it changes it a bit, because you want to obviously track position, so you do want to start put the fastest tire on and see where that takes you. I think that unfortunately also means that that you're starting on the soft tire, and once you started on the soft, you probably, I think, may have to do a 2-stopper unless you're really great on your tires. Like maybe we see guys like Grim often able to make tires last, so maybe a soft hard, and otherwise I guess a medium hard might work as well. I like that strategy actually. Otherwise, I guess soft, medium, soft, medium perhaps.
Yeah, let's just, I agree with you. I think we should just ask the viewers also to give us a bit of a prediction there of strategy on tires. What is your best feelings there?
Yeah, and I think just to remind everyone who hasn't watched much FTR before, what we do is we obviously we're doing a qualifying now. The race will start in about 7 minutes of quali left, 2-3 minutes for Codemasters to load us into the race lobby, and then we do 50%, which is remind me, Sean, is that 38 laps on this track? 38.
He's
28 laps on this track. Yeah, so I think you can probably make those hards last about 18 to 20 laps. So I guess the guys on softs might try and make it to lap 9, 10, and then maybe jump on the hards till the end. That's probably a useful strategy. The guys on the mediums, be interesting to see what they do. They can easily go medium hard. They could possibly go medium soft. That's probably a very fast race pace strategy. Let's just see who is out there. On with Warlock. Looks like he's on a hot lap.
I see Yaku is still in the pits but fitted the soft tyre. So
yeah, I think Yaku...
Arnu Ghost and Donovan Duffy on the medium tyre. Donovan Duffy has not gone out yet. Or he's out now, but he's already invalidated his lap, so he will have to go again.
There we go, and yeah, Arnu's fitted the softs as well. So far only Donovan's still on the mediums. I'm just watching Warlock Sean. He's finishing his latest lap, but he is going into the pits. Didn't like something about that lap. Let me see who else is out there. Red Bull DTM, we haven't spoken about Mark tonight. He's currently sitting in third. He is I think on an outlap if I'm watching him cutting corners like that.
It's also a very good time there, Ron. I mean, he's only 2/10 off Grimjaw.
Yeah, absolutely. A 134 dead is a blistering pace, absolutely. Yeah, I think tier 1 was 134.7 was the pole lap. So yeah, anything less than that is a super fast lap.
It's super fast, correct. So while we are talking about the Red Bull team, as we can see, we only have one Red Bull driver this evening, as Heinrich Vester is taking a break, and we hope he's joined the stream and enjoying it.
Okay, Sean, while you just maybe talk the guys through the last 3 minutes, I'm just changing something in our settings. We've had a request offline here just to change some settings to our audio. Alright, and we're back. Let me give you the classification with 3 or so minutes to go. We'll see a lot of Oak shooting out the pits now. Let's see, Josh 133.6. He set that off very early in this qualifying session. Josh, I think he is out on lappers. No, he's still in the pits actually. Still in the pits as well. Grimjaw, he's on a 133.8. What's that? Less than 2/10 behind Josh. And then Mark, Red Bull DTM, he's third. We're used to seeing him up there lately as well. Nick, nice to see him up in fourth, 134.8. Half a tenth off that front pack a bit, but He'll no doubt come out for another lap. I see Nick is on an out lap. Then we've got Warlock. He's currently in 5th with a 1:34.6. As I say that, Ruwan, who we're watching on board, puts in a lap that puts him 4th on a 1:34.4.
Very nice there.
Behind Warlock, Nam Assassin. First Ferrari so far tonight. He is on a 1:34.9. Then we've got Ronald in the Haas. He's on a 1:34 dead. Arno 1:34.2. And Donovan Duffy 1:35.3. He's on an outlap as well. Donovan, let me go right on board maybe with Donovan. Then we've got Manu. He's currently 12th on a 1:36.2. So we see Donovan starting his latest flying lap. Uncharacteristic to see a Merc a bit further down. So Dono, we need you to push here, mate.
We just saw Yaku finish his hot lap. He did improve 1:34.9.
1:34.9. That puts him 7th.
In 7th place. I think I'm not sure if he's going to take this lap as a cool down to see if he can go again. 1 minute 25 remaining in this session. Grim is also on the outlet, right?
Yeah, there we go. I haven't seen, where's Josh here? Josh, let's follow Josh. He's currently the pole sitter. He might have something to say about the championship battle tonight.
Yeah.
Josh joined this league. He just joined this league about halfway through the season, so he's I think currently about 6th in the championship. Had a couple of good poles, a couple of good races, a few race victories now. Grimjaw, he's currently the leader. He was also joined this Tier 1 a bit later in the season. Grim has made his way all the way to the top. Like we said, he's 17 points ahead of Yaku Nagel. So that's the battle we're looking for tonight. Hopefully Yaku can get off the line, get up the road a bit, and get closer to Grim. We want to see this battle to the last lap if we can.
Yeah, so Yaku went into the pit there, Ron. I think he's had it with his lap unless he doesn't have enough fuel. But Grim is, if we want to follow Grim around, he's trying to better that time.
Yeah, I was just watching Josh. Josh goes a little bit quicker, 1:33.62.
Excellent.
And now we're at the end of the DRS zone. I think, where are we now? Yes, no, the start of the DRS zone on that back straight. That's Grimjaw, current championship leader. He could wrap it up tonight. He is 10th and a half that he needs to make up. Let's watch his sector times. Everyone, by the way, now on the soft tire, so that's the situation right now. We've got the whole pack starting on soft tires, and
he did improve.
There we go, Grim. That's just about a 10th up, which means he's about a half a 10th or 500ths, I guess.
And he backs out of his lap.
Oh yeah, something he didn't like about that. But not bad going. I think Grim second, starting from second, not a bad place anyway. The time is up on the board. We're just waiting to see if anyone else is on a hot lap. Yes, Nick is on a hot lap. He is the second of the 2 Alfa Romeos. They've been quite a consistent team pairing, Nick and Arno. Nick is still going. He seemed to go a bit wide, but he's still pushing, so no problem with invalidation there. Last corner, just cuts it a bit, rides it on the outside, and Nick stays 7th.
Yeah, I think he did invalidate that lap, Ron.
Oh, did he?
It was right near the end there, so good for him. He's 7th place, 1:34.4. Really not a bad place to start.
Yeah, and just more comments on the stream. Yeah, great time by the top 3, very fast. Yep, very fast indeed. 1:34 dead, 1:33.8, and 133.6. That's our top three. Yeah, I think that is everyone done with qualifying. Sean, maybe take us through the top 10 while we wait for this to...
Now, we have Josh with a 133.6, Grimjaw with a 133.8, very close between the two of them. Red Bull DTM with a 134 dead. Anuchos, sorry, it's just changed. Anuchos with a 134.3. Ruan with a 134.4. Warlock also with a 134.4, and Nick Gishin with a 134 as well. Yaku Nachel with a 134.9. Yaku's got a bit of a job to do tonight. Nam Assassin with a 134.9 as well. Ronald with a 135 dead. Donovan Duffy 135 dead as well, and then ending off with Manu with a 136.
Manu, I see, by the way.
Medium tire.
There we go. Look, I think anyone outside the top 10, so Donovan and Manu anyway, I think have a choice. They probably go with brand new mediums. There we go. That is qualifying done. Quite exciting. It's a lekker little track. Sean and I were talking earlier today. This is a lovely track for pushing a bit, attack the corners, try to find a bit more time. In the race, of course, it is one of those tracks that you can rack up a few penalties.
Yeah, very easy to rack up penalties here. The corner cutting is very stringent. Going slightly wide on a corner exit is going to cost you a penalty. We saw that quite viciously in Tier 2. So let's see how the guys go on tonight. Obviously penalties are also going to play a big role. I don't think we're going to have too many issues with the top guys, but only time will tell.
Yeah, just some comments there on our stream, Sean. It says before the race starts, big shout out to Sean. Yes, Sean, thank you so much, mate. I think you're one of the only drivers who this season who raced absolutely every race. Don't get excited just yet, guys. This is just the formation lap.
And Josh seriously warming those tires.
Alright, guys, and then another comment there. Bonita says good luck to all. Thank you, Bonita. Yes, good luck Grim. Could wrap it up tonight. Josh, well done on pole. He could get another race victory under his belt. And then obviously Yaku starting from 8th.
Now we've got Nick and Ruan disqualified from this section. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I think perhaps some contact, I don't know, with each other.
They're both waiting on the grid, so...
But what we do often see is Codemasters just chucks him back onto the grid, so I don't think there's an issue there. And then another shout out to another commentator who's missing tonight, Gerard, has the night off. Gerard, I hope you're ready for Season 3, which starts in 2 weeks' time. We'll miss your commentary, so we'll look forward to that.
So there's the tire strategy again, Ron. You've got lap 7 to 11. I missed the rest of them there. But it's a 2-stopper and a 3-stopper. That's what Codemasters predict.
Yeah, I think so. I think the soft guys, some of them might, especially if there's a bit of wing damage or something, or they need to try something different, might jump onto that. Just another comment on our stream, Sean, just a reflection on Season 2, Tier 2, most improved driver, Gerard Botha, 100% agree.
100% agree.
from
Gerard's
personal
just put
experience.
a lot of effort into practicing, and the results have shown it. So Gerard, well done. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Just from experience, I think in Australia he chased me, and the rest of the season I chased him, so well done, Gerard. And here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights.
And we're racing at some stage. Would be great.
Bit of a hold up. Oh, jump start from Jonathan Duffy, but it's lights out and away we go. And Grim tucks in behind Josh at the start. And Mark, he gets squeezed there by Arno. They are still side by side. Let's try to follow them. And Mark manages to stay ahead of Arno for the time being. Behind him, Warlock, Ruan, Nam, Nikish and Yaku Nachel. He has lost a place on the start, unfortunately for Yaku. Then Ronald, Donovan and Manu. And as we go on to the first straight, Josh seems to have a bit of a gap there. Half a second, another half a second back from Grim to Mark, Red Bull DTM. But Arno goes, he is, what is that, 3/10 just behind Mark. No DRS on the first lap, so not too many overtaking maneuvers unless it's in the corners.
But very clean start. There, Warlock has just overtaken Anu.
Yeah, there we go. When we see just behind that the two Ferraris. Yaku now, by the way, championship contender. He's made it up to 7th ahead of Nam Assassin. Maybe that's a bit of teammates helping each other, but especially in that tight mid pack, that's going to help Yaku. Keeping it clean, I think everyone except for Donovan Duffy who seems to have a penalty, and he's right at the back already. Yeah, just following the leaders. Let's see the classification after lap 1. It's Josh.
So there's definitely something wrong.
Yeah, I think he's got that drive-through penalty, Sean, so let's just follow Donovan. I don't think this is a stop. I think he's had a jump start.
Yeah, correct. It's a drive-through.
And ahead of him, Arno. Arno is putting, I'm guessing that's a wing.
Putting the medium tires on.
Medium tires, change of wing. Yep, something happened there. Yep. Let's just go back to our leaders. Josh, he's still in first position, a little bit under a second away for Grimjaw, and then about a second and a bit. Let me just change the gaps here to show us. There we go. About a second between Grimjaw, 1.3 seconds now to Red Bull DTM. Then Warlock, there's a bit of a gap behind there. Behind Warlock, Ruan just behind him, Yaku now in 6th position, and I think that's because Arno had to pit, so Yaku's already in a great place. Sean, didn't you say? Yeah, absolutely, he's only less than a second away.
Will be a penalty for next 3 seconds for corner cutting. As we said, the corners are very expensive.
Shawnee, we just have a comment on the stream. If you can please just set your mic sensitivity up a bit. The guys are struggling to hear you. You have a beautiful voice, we'd love to hear it. I'm just going to stick with Yaku for now, see how close behind he is. This is lap 3, DRS should be available to him very shortly. And in front of Ruan is chasing Warlock as well. So Ruan will get DRS as well. So this is going to be, as per usual, a very tight battle in the midfield. But Yaku's done what he's needed to. He's made up places in the first few laps. And now he's definitely still in the championship fight. Let's just watch this as we see Yaku. He's only 2/10 behind Ruan. DRS open for both of them. No surprises there. But because Ruan also has DRS, it's very hard to catch. And then if you can get a great launch out of the second corner here in the chicane, there's another DRS zone to reward you. Let's just watch the gap. Ruan is about less than half a second behind Warlock. Yaku now slipped back a bit, 7/10. Behind him his teammate Nam Assassin, so this first battle is quite tight. Sean, are you back with me? I'm just flicking to watch Josh and Grimjaw. I see Grim within... Perfect, you do that. I watch Grim, he's within a second or so. Hard to follow through these last few corners, but he's within a second of Josh. Going into lap 3.
Is it a bit better?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, Sean. Thank you for that. And as we start lap 4, we've got Josh Willis, Grimjaw Jagger. Grim is just about a second and a bit behind Josh. He needs to catch up if he wants to get DRS. Behind them about 2 seconds, Red Bull DTM, and almost another 2 seconds back to Warlock. And then behind that, Battle of Warlock is Ruan, half a second behind him. Just behind Ruan is Yaku Nagel, trying to claw his way back into this championship battle. Just behind him, the second Ferrari, his teammate Nam Assassin, also only half a tenth. We haven't spoken much of Ronald, but there is Ronald, also very quick driver. He's currently in 8th, only 8 or 9 tenths behind this battle in front of him.
Yeah, from 8th to 5th on, we have a very, very close battle here. These guys are all in DRS of each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, very interesting here.
And behind them, not too far back, is Nick. He's already got a 3-second time penalty, but he's still in the battle. Right behind Nick is Manu. And we will start seeing Manu's tyres come into play here as the softs start losing a bit of their hold. These mediums start coming into their own. And then just further back, Donovan, who had the drive-through penalty, he's unfortunately 18 seconds down the road. And then Arno, right at the back, 4 seconds behind Donovan. He was about running 4th in this race, I think, and he had unfortunately something with his wing. I just want to see the penalty, Sean. There's a few guys here with penalties. Yeah, if you can tell us that, because I see Yaku managed to get himself on.
Yaku's got himself 3 seconds penalty, which is not a good thing at this point in time. Nick has got himself 6 seconds, and Donovan Duffy has 3 seconds. The rest of the pack is clean at the moment, and you can only hope that these are the lowest second penalties we're going to see coming in Tier 2. The penalties are really getting wrapped up, and that is predominantly the difference between Tier 1 and 2. The Tier 1 drivers are striving for the professional racing, and Tier 2 we are basically still trying to get there, let's put it that way.
Yeah, let me just flick the info on screen there to show us position change and start. By the way, guys, if you want to see anything on that info, just let me know on the stream. Just hit a comment there and we'll change it up for you. We can see the first 3 guys unchanged. Josh, Grim and Mark, Red Bull DTM, they 1, 2 and 3, no position change and start, so they've kept it solid. Warlock, he's a bit of a winner off the start there from 6th to 5th. Ruan, he started 5th, he's still 5th, so that's solid, I guess. Yaku Nagel, he started 8th, he's now running 6th. Nam Assassin started 9th, he's 7th. Ronald started 10th, he is 8th, good for Ronald. Manu, as we said earlier, he is now past Nick, and those medium tyres are beginning to work. Manu from the back all the way to 9th.
Oh, and Yaku Pits, Ron.
Yaku Pits, yeah, this is a bit early for me. I think he's committing to a 2-stopper, and I think he's trying just to get a few extra laps in clear air on those medium tyres. Behind him we see Nick as well. Nick jumps into the pits to follow Yaku. Just wanted to show the viewers this tricky little tunnel. Very interesting pit exit. Takes a bit of practice, and then as you rejoin the circuit, you got to stay inside that white line, which puts you there in the outside corner. And as I said, Yaku, he's if he's got a race engineer, I don't know, but this is a very good call. He comes out ahead of Donovan on nice fresher tires. I think this will do well. I think he's able to now put in a couple of quick laps, no traffic ahead or behind him. And this might just help him undercut that very tight back Ruan Warlock maybe. And that's probably where he's aiming, 4th maybe after the pit stops.
Yeah. At the moment, 17 seconds, 17 seconds now behind Manu, and if they all dive into the pits at the same time, Ron, he can definitely jump ahead there.
Yeah, just watching the gaps from the leader there. He's 27 seconds behind that, behind Josh, I guess, so that makes him about 26 or so behind Grim. So we can maybe watch that over the next lap or two. I'll flick back to that a bit later. We can maybe just see exactly what that gap looks like.
And there it happens. Ruan and Ronald jump into the pits.
Yeah, they
the medium tire.
Absolutely. I think what they are all trying to do is trying to negate that that undercut. As we see Red Fury, he is on the stream as well. He said, "Good luck, gents, make it a good one." And then Red Fury agrees with us, Sean. He says, "I think the undercut is very powerful around here. I think in some practice runs, Sean, you and I showed it's 3.5, 4 seconds is the undercut."
Yes, definitely. Welcome to the stream, Regan. Thanks.
Yeah, Regan. Just a shout out to Red Fury, Mr. Regan. He raced in a McLaren in Tier 2 this season. Season 3, he's been promoted to Tier 1. I think that's for finishing in the top 3 in Tier 2. And Regan, definitely, I think you've got the pace for Tier 1, mate. Please give those guys hell next season.
Yeah, give them hell. Thanks for the season we had, Regan. Thank you very much. It was awesome season to race with.
Yeah, Sean, just watching the front battle again. We're on lap 8. This is when we 7 about to go on to 8. Some of the guys stopped a bit earlier. I imagine another lap or 2 from these front runners.
Well, Grimjaw decides he decided to, Red Bull DTM wanted to dive in, and he decided to not do so. So he's obviously watching what Grim does as well.
Red Fury saying, "Thanks out for the shout out, guys," and I will do, gents. You better do, Regan. All your followers on Twitch want to see how fast you are, Regan. There we go, Yaku Nachel on those mediums. He now sets the fastest lap of the race, 1:38.6. That's very decent race pace. Let me flick back. And then there goes Nick. He's on the soft tire. He goes even faster, 1:38 flat. Let me just show the gap to the leader. There we go, and we can see Yaku is now 24 seconds behind the leaders. So if Josh, Bob, are you watching? And Grim, I'm not sure who your race engineer is, Trevor, but that's worth watching that gap to Yaku. He's now just under 24 seconds. I think it's about 20 seconds for a stop around here.
Yeah, it's about 20 seconds. Right.
So another lap or 2, and they'll be in danger of Yaku's strategy working. Yaku, by the way, let me just flick to that. He's currently 7th, but he actually did get ahead of Ruan in those pit stops. And you can see, look at that gap behind. That is 2.5. So he was a second behind, he's 2.5 ahead. So that's the undercut, 3.5 seconds. It's just science, Sean.
Just science.
just showing the detail of the stops. You can see Yaku Nachel, he's stopped, he's in 7th. Ruan stopped, he's in 8th. Ronald stopped in 9th. And then Arno and Nick, they've all done a stop. As I say that, the race leaders are in the pits, and no drama there.
Yaku comes out, rounding the first corner. Grimjaw is coming underneath the pit space as we saw it on the screen.
Yeah, they all jumping onto the mediums. That's it, Yaku.
Well done, Yaku.
Yaku, you beauty. The championship battle has just gone in 1,000 degrees hotter.
Unfortunately, he's running out of ERS, and there Grimjaw takes the lead on him. Obviously, he does have the pressure tires as well.
Yeah, maybe slightly fresher. I think how close Grim came out behind Yaku was the key. Straight away into DRS with fresh tyres. But nonetheless, I think Yaku's done a great job here. He's also ahead of Mark Red Bull DTM by some gap, 2 seconds. So Yaku's strategy is on point, absolutely back in this race. And Yaku now only 2 seconds behind I guess the net race leader. As we see, by the way, Nam Assassin, yep, he is currently the race leader of lap 8, but he dives into the pits. No surprises there. Manu, he becomes our new race leader. Manu is on the mediums. He started on the mediums. Sorry for the pause there, but I was watching Nam Assassin, the second Ferrari. He's coming out the pits now. He also went on to the mediums. So not many surprises after the first stops. Everyone jumping onto the mediums, except for Nick, who is on the softs, and we can see Nick making up places. He's currently 10th now. He just overtook Donovan Duffy. Let me go back to this battle. It's Josh and then Grim and then Yaku, and then Mark is catching him, Red Bull DTM. Behind him is Ruan. Ruan is staying in the fight there, but behind Warlock. This is kind of the I don't want to say the midfield battle, but this is kind of the battle on track right now. And that's nice to see, Sean. No one in front getting that far away. It's, you know, 10 or so seconds, 10, 12 seconds maybe separating really all the drivers here.
Yeah. Manu's also put himself in a very good position there on with only 9 lap old medium.
Absolutely. He can go another, I think, 7, 8 laps, maybe 9 laps on that. And if you put on lap I don't know, somewhere around there, lap 18 or so, if he can do that, I think he can do softs to the end. So yep. he's looking quite pretty for a nice 4th, 5th, 6th finish. He started 12th, of course.
That he decides to dive into the pits.
Yeah, let's watch Manu. I think he'll go onto the hards now, turn it into a one-stopper. 16, 17 laps to the end. He goes for the soft, so he's going medium, soft, soft. So I think what's going to happen is he's going to end up in this packing 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, somewhere there. But he'll be very competitive, and when everyone else stops, he'll stop as well for new tires. Where does Manu come out? Just behind Donovan, side by side. Donovan and Arno. This is the battle to watch into this chicane. I don't think there's space for 2 cars, but they prove me wrong. Manu, he goes to the back, 12th again, but he's got his new tires. He's straight away at DRS. So this is a little battle worth watching, at least for the next 2 straights, as we see Manu, yep, right next to him. In fact, he could outbrake Donovan. He keeps it tidy. We don't want to see wings lost here, guys.
Good exit.
There we go. There's 6 10s between 3 cars here, bumper to bumper. Front wing to gearbox just about.
Donovan Duffy going very wide there to make sure he doesn't have someone in his rear.
Yeah, I think Donovan's had enough bad luck this race. I think he wants to keep it clean, and we see Donovan on those 10 lap old mediums. He's doing good to keep these guys behind him, but we can see the rear of the car just stepping out in the corners. He's trying to get the power on as soon as possible.
There are no first is now wheel to wheel with him.
Oh, these guys.
Oh, and this is
no
collision there.
We'll leave that one to the steward, Sean. I'm watching definitely. Donovan's wing's gone. He has to stop now. Donovan, put the hards on, man. Finish the race on hards, I think.
Yeah, and there Manu quite easily tries to go around Anu.
Yeah, let's watch this for a bit while there's close racing. It's nice to watch. We'll give you an update on the championship battle and the race leaders in a bit. Right now, let's watch some wheel-to-wheel racing. Very exciting to watch. Manu, of course, he's got the brand new tires. Some more commentary on the stream. Great racing, Mano and Anu. Exactly why we're watching them. Lovely to watch. We'll leave the...
Yeah, Anu's going to try and fight it back though. And it jumps Manu to 8th places. We have Nam Assassin and Nick, if I'm not mistaken, ghosting, Ron?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what... I saw something as well. I wasn't sure what was going on, so I didn't want to comment on it. Just watching a bit of penalties. I think Arno somewhere in that battle racked up some penalties. But well done, Manu, using the new tyres. Gets rid of... ahead of Donovan, gets ahead of Arno. Yeah, I think that's that battle for the minute done. Nick and Nam Assassin, they're a bit further down, 10th and 9th, another battle close on the track. But as you can see, it does look like there's a bit of ghosting on there, so let's just go back to the leaders. So
yeah,
Sean,
I'm just watching the battle here between Warlock and Ruan.
Yeah, let's flick there.
Also within half a second of each other.
Yeah, so they're about a second and a half behind Yaku, so Yaku's did well in the pit stops to not be in this battle. Not sure why Codemasters was looking back on Warlock's car. He was looking the wrong direction, because Ruan is in front of him, and they're going to the next DRS zone. It's still 710s, 610s. That'll come down, but I don't think he'll be close enough to shove it up the inside. Some people have tried overtaking on a late break in that corner, but it's not wise. Yeah, let me just go one position up. In 4th currently Yaku. He is currently not outscoring Grim by 18 points. So right now Grimjaw is doing exactly what he has to wrap up this championship, but Yaku's done a fabulous job nonetheless. He's from 8th on the grid. He undercutted everyone, jumped onto those mediums 2-3 laps earlier, and we just saw his lap times were impressive. That has made him get ahead of Ruan. He's now running 4th, and he's within DRS of Red Bull DTM. Mark will not make it easy for him. You know, Mark's a very quick driver. Mark, of course, 3 laps newer tyres. Just watching Yaku, he's got about 13-14% ERS. Mark's got 37, so I think Mark's been waiting for him saving ERS to help himself in that battle. This battle for the last podium position, by the way, they're about 3.5 seconds off Grimjaw, who's currently in 2nd and currently looking great for the championship. And ahead of Grim, Josh Willis, he now has about 2.6 seconds gap. Bob, if you're still watching the stream, what's Josh saying? Comfortable up there? Is Grim pushing him? Give us some inside info, Bob, please. Yeah, I must say, Sean, since Yaku's got these medium tyres on, he's looking very impressive in pace. He's just behind Red Bull DTM, only a second. He's keeping within DRS.
Yeah, he's doing very well there, Ron. Keeping it very nice and clean.
So Sean, maybe just run us through the race classification, maybe give us an update on the penalties. This, as we're going to lap 15, that is half race distance done.
Yeah, I was going to say we've just passed the halfway mark, and we have Yaku with 3 seconds penalty, Ruan with a 3-second penalty, Manu with a 3-second penalty, Anu with a 3-second penalty, Nick with a 15-second penalty. That would have really hurt him if he was a bit higher up, and Donovan Duffy was a 9-second penalty. So that's where we are at the moment.
And I see Arno, he's in the pits again. Arno had the soft tyres. What is Arno on now? Just got onto the hards. I think if he had mediums, they would have gone to the end. I'm a bit surprised.
Yeah.
I think he may have used mediums at the start, then he had the wing issues, so he jumped onto softs and softs again. But let's see where this brings him out. It looks like he'll still be 9th.
Yeah, he's 9th, quite a bit ahead of Nam Assassin, 5.2 seconds.
Yeah, I think that second stint on the soft tyres, we know he's a quick racer, that's why he qualified I think 4th tonight. So at least he's still in there. He had to fight really hard against Manu a few laps ago.
Yeah.
We were watching that on board.
And Nick is definitely ghosting.
Yeah, Nick unfortunately looks like he is definitely ghosting. We see Donovan go past him. Surprised to see Donovan on the softs. A bit of a long way to go still.
Donovan, of course, we saw him in a bit of a tangle. Oh no, Red Bull DTM is out of the session.
Let's see if we can see, and it's a virtual safety car, Sean. Let's see if we can see. I'm riding on board with Ronald. He should be the next guy to...
There's Red Bull on the side of the track, Ron. Just
there we see him.
Chicane.
I'll just go on board.
With Anu. Anu's quite far away from Red Bull, so I don't know if they will have cleared it by now.
Yeah, I was riding on Ronald, and we saw it's a virtual safety car. I'm trying to think who might be... Let me put the map on for a second. Who is close to the pits? No, safety car over. We race again.
Yeah, we're back to racing again.
Riding on board with Josh Willis. He is race leader. Behind him Grimjaw about 2 seconds. They've been following each other through quali, through lap 1 to lap 16, within a couple of seconds of each other the whole way. Jaco Nagel, he's done very well from 8th to 3rd. Currently sitting very pretty on a podium position. That undercut we spoke about doing really well. And then Warlock, he's raced. He was further down the pack way earlier, so he's done well to get back up to 4th. And Ruan, I think he's pretty much qualified 5th, stayed 5th, and he's been in 5th the whole race. He's doing a very solid job. He's only 7/10 behind Warlock, so that's great. Then just behind them, I say just behind, quite a few seconds behind Ronald, 12 seconds. Ronald running 6th at the moment. Just behind that is Manu. Manu in 7th. Again, Manu looking very racy on these softs. They're about 5 laps old, so he's got another 3, 4, 5 laps on that tire. And then Arno, he's not stopping again tonight. He's currently 8th. He's on the hards. He'll finish on that tire. Donovan Duffy, he's had drive-through penalties and wing damage from a battle, I think, with Manu and Arno. But he's currently running 9th, so still scoring some points. Got some penalties as well. And then Nam Assassin, he's the last point scorer. Oh, and as I watch that, Nam loses it and hits the barrier. And he is trying to turn around, as we see Nick, who seems to be ghosting past him. Yeah. And I think Nam, that's a DNF as well.
DNF. Yeah.
And it's a yellow flag. I don't think we'll see safety car or anything. Not sure what happened there. I just flicked on board with him, Sean, and then we saw that contact with the barrier. Same place Donovan Duffy lost his front wing.
Yeah. Seems to be common in that sector.
About 3-4 laps ago, I wanted to say kudos to the Tier 1 drivers for keeping it super clean tonight. Just 1 or 2 incidents. We've seen Red Bull DTM and Nam Assassin in the wall. We've seen Donovan Duffy lose a wing. But we still have 10 of the 12 drivers who started this race.
Yeah, Ruan has just jumped in the pits again. I think
yeah, this is the...
now drop quite far down.
let me follow Ruan. Yeah, Ruan goes for the mediums.
He goes behind his teammates. He goes above on the first.
Yeah, Arno only starting that lap now.
Yeah.
So I kind of like Ruan's choice for the mediums. I think these tires will definitely last all the way to the end. So that's not a bad call. Now we have a safety car, as I see Donovan Duffy. He is where on the track? Sector 3, okay. I know Nick is ghosting, but let's follow Nick's car. Let's see if we can see Donovan. It'll be in the next corner. You know what? It's the same corner where he lost a wing. The same corner where Nam Assassin just DNF'd the lap before. Yeah, we don't see his car. But this is a full safety car, so I'm expecting guys in the pits.
They're going to jump in. Well, Josh is the first one around the thing, and of course, like you said, he jumps into the pits.
There we go. By the way, I think Nick was the luckiest.
So
Nick jumped in first.
And I don't know if Yaku's going to jump in.
Yaku as well. And this...
Warlock.
I'll tell you what, I think everyone will jump in now, Sean, except maybe for Ruan. So Ruan might score a bit here. Josh, he comes out on the softs. Grim on the hards, that surprises me. 9 laps to go with the hards.
Yeah.
If he had mediums or soft, they would have both been perfect.
Yeah, Yaku jumps on the softs.
Yaku on the softs. How this works for Yaku now, Sean, this is interesting, is he will have brand new softs behind Grim. He'll be just behind him because of the safety car. He'll be right on his gearbox. So I think Yaku's looking pretty for second. Maybe he can even still fight Josh for first. So don't forget your permutations of what could change this championship, Sean, because we're going to test your maths a bit later.
Yes, absolutely.
And then Warlock, he stopped his on softs as well. Ruan, he didn't stop because of course he had mediums on. So Ruan back in 5th. And as I said earlier, he qualified 5th and he's been running 5th this whole race. Ronald, I think Ronald's going to be quick after the stops. He's going to close back down to Ruan. He's currently 6th and he is on brand new softs. Manu, he's come from the back of the grid to 7th and he is on softs as well. And again, just behind him, Arno, who's currently 28 seconds, but because of the safety car, Arno will catch up. So Sean, let's not go far away. We're going to see Manu and Arno fight to the death again.
Yeah, definitely.
And then
Arno really catching up now.
I just want to say, Sean, Nick in 9th, he doesn't seem to be ghosting right now, and he did
no,
put
he's not ghosting anymore.
And he did put brand new mediums on. So let's go to Josh. Let's just watch him behind the safety car. I don't think the safety car will come in this lap.
No, the safety car is still carrying on for another lap.
Just some funny comments on the stream then, just ignore those please. Yeah, safety car will be one more lap, otherwise the lights on the safety car would have gone off by now. And we see Josh warming his soft tires. They will probably go 8 laps to the end, no problem. Grim behind him on the hard tires. That still just surprises me. But maybe Grim knows a lot of things I don't. I always trust Grim's calls. He generally gets it right.
Yeah, it's very tricky to read into that wrong, whether it was on purpose, hard tire change, or last minute decision, didn't have time to change on the settings. You never know. We'll find out sooner rather than later.
Just a reminder of why we are seeing the safety car. We had a DNF, Donovan Duffy, into a barrier in the last sector, second to last corner, just about, I think third last corner, where we've seen a few guys, same place a lap before. Nam Assassin had a crash there, and then Mark, Red Bull DTM, he crashed at about 3-4 laps ago. So those are the 3 guys out of this race. And as we will probably start soon. Let me just take you of the starting positions after the safety car. We've got Josh started first, he's still first in this race. Grimjaw started second, he's still second. Yaku Nagel, championship contender, started 8th. He's done well for himself tonight to be third. 17 points is the reminder, that's the difference between them. 4th is Warlock. He's been looking quick of late, so he'll be quite in the battle there. Ruan on the mediums, he got his pit stop well timed, so he didn't have to stop during the pit stop. He's got back up to 5th. Ronald 6th, Manu Dietrich 7th, Arno 8th, and Nick 9th. Let's just go to the front.
We should get a notification now, Ron.
Yeah, we're waiting for it right now. And good comment finally from Altus on the group, on the stream, saying good commentary, keep it up, good vibes. Thanks Altus, thanks for watching.
Thanks Altus.
And funny enough, it looks like we're going another lap.
We're going another lap. And I think I know why, Ron. Nick hasn't caught up to the pack, but I think he's still ghosting. He's 21 seconds behind Anu at the moment.
Yeah, this is a pity. I think you're right. He is still ghosting. He will catch up anyway through this lap. 17 seconds. As the rest goes slow, he'll definitely catch up very quickly. This, of course, Sean, I think helps Josh, Yaku on those soft tires. It helps them very little wear behind the safety car, so that will last a lot longer. I think Grim will have to do a smashing job of heating up those hards if he's going to be super competitive up front. There we go, riding on board with Nick, who we are not sure if he's ghosting or not. But he catches up.
That to us, it could be possible that he isn't. We've seen Codemasters do more stranger things than this.
Yeah, it's tricky under the safety car, Sean. Maybe, have you had any issues under the safety car this season?
Not many. I think the one or two issues that I have had is penalties. Codemasters also loves to play up on us. You know, you might take a corner a bit wrong and you get a penalty. Or that you might bump into somebody but you haven't. Yeah, so these small issues have happened. And there we have safety car in this lap, by the way.
Yeah, I just want to check the penalties before we do that, Sean. Yaku Nagel 3 seconds, Warlock 3, Manu 3. Arno showing as a drive-through penalty. That is going to cost him massively. He'll certainly not recover this race after that. And Nick 15 seconds, so let's go all the way to the front with Josh.
As he slows this pack down now completely.
Yeah, and we see behind Josh Grim, he's dropped back a bit, but I think it was allowed to allow him to warm tires. And Grim catches back up again. Behind him Yaku, behind him Warlock, behind that Ruan. Ronald, Manu, Arno might jump into the pits the next lap to do that drive-through, and then it will be Arno and Nick to the back. To the end of the race for a fight of the last position. And that's it. One corner to go. Josh now controls the pace.
And there he puts his foot down.
And that looks like he's going. And Grim already a second behind. Yaku 3/10 behind Grim. So that's going to be interesting. Those soft tires are going to help Yaku. Yeah. Absolutely, Josh timed it to perfection. Yaku is staying right up the trumpet of Grimjaw, only a 1/10 of a second in it. Warlock just behind them. Yaku knows he has to keep it clean, already has 3-second penalty. And he'll shoot through these corners with so much drive. He just has to watch that front wing, Sean, so easy to overshoot it. Let's just watch him here.
And obviously we do not have DRS yet. After the safety car restart.
It's a 2-lap, Sean, I think.
It's 2 laps, as far as I know.
We're just watching this battle. Great to watch. Yaku staying within a 1/10 or 2. And he might now try for the inside, I think. Does Grim cover? Yeah, Grim covers the inside. Grim knows that's important.
He knows that's the right place to be.
Sends Yaku on the outside. They keep it clean. Yaku takes the second place.
Very, very well done there, Yaku.
And Warlock will now be interested in Grim as well. These soft tires in the first 2-3 laps are going to be dynamite. Yeah, I think they would score currently is at 18 and 15 points, so I don't think Yaku's done quite enough yet.
Grim has to finish 6 or below.
6 or below now, I think, but Yaku would still, I think, have to win the race. So Yaku will have to try and get after Josh, but so far Yaku's done everything right to give himself a winning chance here tonight. Let me just take you through the classification after the restart. About a lap down since the safety car let us go again. And we've got Josh in front, 2.5 seconds behind him. That seems an eternity. Is Yaku Nagel. Grimjaw, he is second and a bit, 1.3 seconds behind that. Behind Grim is Warlock. And then behind Warlock, Ruan keeping there, and we see... Who are we watching there next to each other? That is Ronald and Ruan fighting for 5th position. No, I beg your pardon, I think it's Manu and Ronald fighting for 6th.
And I think Warlock's going to take a chance here on Grim.
Yeah, let's watch that. Oh dear, some contact there. I don't know if there was any damage. I don't think so. I think it was just wheel on wheel. And Grim still 3rd. Grim is fighting there. Warlock, by the way, gets a penalty somewhere in that, and he is now 6-second time penalty.
I think it was for corner cutting on.
Yeah, I think in that battle he would have had to be off track of where he was maybe trying to stick the move on Grim. Very hard to battle. We see Josh fastest lap. That's good for Josh. That means an extra point for fastest lap so far.
Yaku taking 5/10 under him on that lap, Ron.
Yeah, that is impressive. That is very impressive. And Yaku's still going now, less than 2 seconds. So that's almost 6/10 actually. Yeah, I think Grim is holding his own here. I think
on hard tires, he's doing very well.
If Grim had medium tires, would have been a very different story.
But I think we'll have DRS now again. And Warlock has overtake on DRS, on ERS, on everything is on as he tries to attack him into the corner.
Yeah, this time.
He does, and he makes the overtake stick. Obviously Grim will have the fight now into the next DRS zone.
Yeah, you see Grim does get DRS, but he is 5/10, 4/10 behind. And through this sector, if Warlock nails it, I think Grim might really struggle to hang on to it. On the hards, of course, Grim is fast on any tire, no doubt about that, but it is hard to fight someone on the softs. Just a question on the group, Sean, Red Fury. He's saying, would there be any change in the standings if it finished like this? No, not yet. Grim is still scoring good points. He is 17 ahead. Yaku in second would only be scoring 18. So as it stands like this, Grim would still win the championship. Yaku would still finish second. There might be a few changes further down. There's a bit much for us to calculate on the fly. Just watching.
I tell you what, Ron is on the trumpet of Grim as we speak now.
Yeah, Grim is there in 4th. Ruan been 5th the whole race, but Ruan is looking quite sharp. He's wanting to take a bit of a fight to Grim here. Regan saying thanks for the info. No worries, mate. Sean, just take us through this Ruan and Grim, and behind them Ronald battle for the next few corners.
Yeah, so as it stands, we have Manu, Ronald, Ruan and Grim in the same fight. The closest at the moment is Ronald is about to overtake Ruan, and he keeps it on the inside and tries to stay on the outside, but Ruan makes it stick. Obviously this battle with Ronald is not helping his battle with Grim. He's dropped now to 9/10, now second behind him. So as we go through the last bit of sector 3.
Grim, by the way, Sean, he's caught up right behind Warlock. I don't know if Warlock had an issue, but Grim will be licking his lips for a podium. Sean, just for a second, I'm just going to shoot to Yaku, just give him a shout out there. He's got that gap down to 1.5 seconds. With only, 2.5 laps to go. They are now entering the second sector, so they are on the back straight. 1.9 it is again. Josh and Yaku both using a lot of the ERS to try to be quick. And then I'm just going back to Grimjaw, our championship leader, and will stay like that at the moment. Ruan 3/10s behind him and Ronald 4/10s behind that.
And closing Ron, he is definitely going to take this fight to Grim now in the second half of the DRS zone. I think Grim gets a better exit than he does.
Sean, and to watch in that battle as well, Manu is also in there, so we've got 2 Haas's and 2 Renaults. That's lovely to watch. Yeah, and Grim is still 1.1 seconds behind Warlock, so Grim's definitely not far away from the podium. Let me just switch the detail maybe to penalties. They'll start playing a role with not much time.
Yeah.
Let's just show you Warlock 6 seconds. So right now Warlock would lose. I think he would go all the way down to 8th place if he finishes like this, Sean.
Yes.
Yakunako, he's got a 3-second time penalty, so he might actually finish. No, I think he'll still finish second. Yep, he will. There's a 7-second gap behind him to Warlock, so yeah, Yaku can't afford any more penalties. Grimjaw doesn't have a penalty. Sean, do you remember when last Grimjaw had a time penalty?
No, I don't. And
anyone on the stream, prizes will be awarded. Who can tell me when last Grimjaw has had a time penalty? We see tonight Grim not one single penalty so far. I can call it right now, Sean, and I'm going to say he's not going to have one at all tonight. That's just the kind of clean racer he is. He's still a second and a bit behind Warlock, so he'll still make up places at the finish with a lap and a half to go. And Ruan is still half a second behind Grim. None of them have penalties. Ronald is still half a second behind that. And then Manu 7/10 behind them, but Manu has a 6-second time penalty. Arno, many things went wrong in his race. 6-second penalty. He's now 8th, still scoring points. And then Nick, who we suspect is ghosting, must be 42 seconds behind. Just going to the front, they're on the last lap now. Sean, Josh crosses the line. He's in the first sector, 1.5 seconds clear of Yaku. So Josh has this pretty much wrapped up. Just 80% of a lap to complete for yet another race victory. I think this is about his 5th or so of the season. I think tonight was about his 6th or 7th pole. Most poles in Tier 1 Season 2. So we're looking forward to seeing Josh next season in Season 3, which we said starts on the, I think it's the 10th of Feb.
The 10th of Feb, Tier 2 starts tonight.
Yaku Nahel, just a shout out to him. They're 1.8 seconds behind Josh. He's done wonderful in this race tonight. Unfortunately, especially with some 3-second penalties and that, he's not going to have enough points over Grim, so Grim will take this. Henry just on the stream saying, Yaku, you did very well. I'm so proud of you. Practices and strategy management. You had so many ups and downs in races, and you couldn't do much. Yeah, very well done, Yaku. I think a very great finish on the podium for the last race. Takes the championship fight all the way to the last race, to the last few corners now.
We always love that, Ron, to see the fight go down to the last race. And yeah, well, congratulations to Yaku for this race was very good, very good.
Heinrich, have you joined the comms box?
Yes, I have. It's the last race of the season, so I thought I'd pop in and just congratulate everyone. Been watching the stream, it's been really good racing, so absolutely happy with what we're trying to achieve in FTR. Extremely proud tonight, sitting here, obviously not racing for the week off, but extremely proud. I think the whole management team should be very proud of ourselves, or themselves. We encourage obviously close racing. We said that from the beginning, starting in season 2. And we said close racing is what we want. We want the second between pole and 10th. We want it to be a scenario where everyone can be a race winner eventually. I think it was proven tonight with close racing taking the championship to the end. So very proud of the league, very proud of what we've achieved in season 2. Obviously more goals and more stuff to achieve in season 3, but in essence very proud and very happy.
Sean, if you can maybe just invite for me Josh for the race victory, Yaku run-up championship and second on the podium tonight, and Grimjaw another podium and our championship victory in the bag. Many points ahead, I think 20 something by the end of the season. Just another shout out on the group, Titus saying spectacular drive from Grimjaw, managed those hards so well. Yep, we agree, Titus. We thought those hards were going to be terrible, but Grim showed us that he can make any tyre work. Just your final classification, Josh, Yaku, Grimjaw, and then Ruan. He eventually gets to 4th. Good fighting from Ruan. It was good to watch him race tonight. Ronald, he's 5th, stayed in that battle. Warlock with a few penalties gets relegated to 6th. And then Manu, he's in 7th. Manu really well, good race tonight. And Nick in 8th. And Arno 9th. Henry just saying, Arno, thanks for those burnouts. Sorry we missed them. There we go, we're just watching him. If Arno can still hear us, we'll accept a few more donuts. There we go. Trevor! Can you hear us, Trevor?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
How are you, man?
I'm okay. I'm glad I finished there after my blunder. So I'm just glad I made it there.
Yeah, please, can you tell us, Trevor, that's the championship wrapped up. You had to finish on the hards right at the end. How was the race for you tonight?
It was a good race. I was trying to manage my pace at the front when I was following Josh, and then with the first round of pit stops was okay. That last one I actually messed up. I was trying to select a soft, but somehow it went on to a hard. And then I was like, you know what, I might as well just make the best out of what I have here and just try to finish.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think Trevor, you made those work for you. I think the guys around you were sniffing some position changes, but they had to fight you hard, and it was, as always, very clean, no penalties. I asked a question on the group, when last did Grim have a penalty, and I think it was 3 seconds in Mexico 2 races ago. So well done, mate. Very well clean as always, and I think that's part of why you won this championship. Just fast and consistent and very clean racing. It's always a pleasure to watch.
Okay, thank you, Jez. It was hard, but I have to give it up to Josh. He showed great pace. In some positions, actually, well, at some points I was struggling to keep up, but the guy showed great pace. Also with Yaku as well. Good on you for the fastest lap, man.
Thank you. Congratulations, Grim. I must congratulate you first. Great season from you. I tried my utmost best to win the race tonight, but very difficult track this. And I screwed it up in the first 3 laps. I think I got my first penalty, so I had to drive clean the whole way around for the rest of the race.
Yeah, even with that first round of pit stop, he actually scared me. When I popped out, I didn't even see you on my right side.
Yeah, I must say thank you to Eugene on that one. Eugene was my race engineer tonight. So he helped me a lot with my strategy.
Yeah, we did wonder that in our commentary because that with the undercut we've calculated is worth about 3.5 seconds. I think you
3.5
squeezed it.
seconds.
You squeezed it for about 10, I think. So brilliant
Yeah, no.
strategy.
Thank you very much to Eugene as well, and thanks to FTR for having us for this season. And once again, congratulations, Grimjo.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to pop in here before you guys have a chat to Josh. Just from my side, well done, Trevor. Man, oh man, get in there, buddy. Great race, mate. Great season for you. Very proud of you for winning the World Championship in Tier 1. That is our first officially crowned World Champion, so very proud to have you as the first guy on our sort of like Hall of Fame. Season 1 obviously didn't pan out the way that we wanted to be, but season 2 was very successful from what I can see. And then obviously hats off to Yaku for taking it to the last race, making it interesting. I was watching the stream the whole night in the living room. It was good, clean racing, and hats off to both of you. I think you showed that there can be close racing, never give up, and I think that's probably the slogan for season 3 will be something like never give up, because you guys have proved it tonight. So from my side, as an owner, and I think from the whole management team, thank you very much for entertaining us for this whole season. Thank you for driving with us in FTR and making this a bit of a different league. So well done, guys.
Thanks, Hein.
Okay, thanks. Thank you very much for
Absolute
that.
pleasure.
And also, we appreciate the league that we're in.
Absolutely, it's absolute pleasure.
Shows, yeah.
I always say it's not for me, it's for the drivers. I took a bit of a week off just to recuperate a bit and get myself together. It tends to get a bit tough, but yeah, in essence, very proud of you guys, and I think both of you, Yaku, even though you lost the championship, I don't think you lost it. I think you won a lot of friends with your hard racing, and second, I know a lot of people say second is last. But in my case, it's not. It's not. You had a great season, very consistent, and well done, mate.
Thank you very much, Hein. Much appreciated.
Great stuff. And then just a last word for Josh before you guys carry on. Yaku and sorry, Ron.
Yeah.
And then Josh, good race, mate. Well done on that. Obviously, season 3. We're looking forward to season 3 with some new teammates and some new rule changes. But in essence, great race. A couple of good races for you, buddy. So very proud of you as well. Well done, mate.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
Cool.
Josh, were you worried in quali when you saw Grim 10th and a half behind you? He looked like he had the pace at one point.
Yeah, I was quite worried because obviously I knew he wanted to win the championship. Obviously he wanted to push as much as he can, so I thought I had to give it my all. On my last lap in qualifying, I was more than a tenth up, and then last corner I messed it up, so I was only able to beat it by a couple hundreds.
Yeah,
So-
we saw it was in the end just a very slight improvement, and then Grim was about a 10th up in
Yeah,
his run, and I
and
think Grim also abandoned, so there was a little
Yeah,
bit more
so
time in
good
there. Well
luck
done.
Good luck there, but yeah.
No, fabulous
Right.
guys. It was wonderful to watch, and well done to the top 3. Well done to Grim for the championship. Yaku fought very hard. Good racing, mate. Really worked well tonight, and we look
Thanks.
forward to a great season 3 in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we all look forward. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Cheers, thanks guys. Thanks Sean for the commentary as well. Thanks
Yeah, thanks, Ron.
Henry
Thanks,
and Bob
HB,
and
for
Titus and
everything.
everyone on the stream.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, then obviously just from my side, I think I said it on the stream as well. Thanks Ron, thanks Sean, thanks Harold for doing 21 races in season 2, 22 races, sorry, comms and streams, and thanks for being part of the team and well done. Very proud of you guys. Good job.
Yeah, thanks everyone. That's it from us. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time when we start it all over again, season 3 in Australia.
Okay, see you then, gents.
See you then, guys.
See you in
Bye.
Melbourne, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers everyone. Good night.
Bye.
We all fair?